What is going on, Jets fans? Welcome back into Jets Media. It's Richie, and we have some big news that just came out because it's June 2nd, and you know what that means? We got a lot of new cap space to work with the New York Jets. Could there be something on the horizon for the New York Jets, a potential extension maybe to Garrett Wilson and Sauce Gardner? Maybe there's some additions the New York Jets can make. So post-June 1st cuts have officially been counted against the cap. And what does that mean exactly? Well, that means that the CJ Mosley cut, the Aaron Rodgers cut, the cap relief has now officially hit this Jets team. And now the New York Jets have the fourth most cap space in the entire NFL. I think that's absolutely massive. And we're going to talk about it right here on the live show. So make sure you guys do me a favor, hit the like button on your way in. We're live on Jets Media. I love everything about going live, man. I'm not going to lie. I love talking some Jets with you guys. As you all know, my New York Knicks are done. I'm kidding. I'm not going to start crying. But I do want to deep down. I do want to cry deep down. But I'm not going to, bro. Because happy that we got that far. But listen, this is not Knicks Media, so we'll save that for that YouTube channel, okay? But my point is the Knicks season's done, so now all the focus goes to the New York Jets, OTAs, training camp, on the horizon, OTAs. So let's get into business. Shout out to everybody in the chat right now. We got a bunch of people in the chat. Appreciate you guys tuning on into the show. Don't forget to hit the like button on your way in. And I cannot thank you guys enough for all the support you guys have been showing here on the channel. We posted a great video yesterday talking about what's going on in week number 2 of OTAs for the New York Jets. And I feel like that was a really fun video to create because, hey, man, there's a lot happening in Jets land. There is a lot happening at OTAs. A lot of exciting things. I mean, you talk about Aaron Glenn. We heard from Tanner Engstrand. We saw a lot. We saw a lot coming out. So make sure you guys go check out that video. LaSalle coming in with the super chat. Unlucky for your Knicks. Better luck next season. Let's go Jets. Yep. Thank you for the super chat, LaSalle. I appreciate that. But better luck next year indeed for my New York Knicks. But hey, man, 2 wins away from the Eastern Conference, 2 wins away from the NBA Finals. It'll be all good. It will be all good. My boy, every day that goes by is 1 second closer to Jets Media Day. Speaking of that, Hennessy says, how much are tickets for opening day? You guys are asking, I'll give it to you. So Jets Media Day is happening this year at the home opener, folks. If you guys want to buy your tickets, the link right now is pinned at the top of the chat. Is also down below in the description of this video. Basically, what you guys get when you buy your tickets to Jets Media Days, everything that you see on the screen. Everything you see on the screen. You get food, drinks included in your ticket for the tailgate, all right? You get all included, and it's a A-list chef. Really good stuff going on there with the Gotham City crew. They know how to throw a party. You also get access to the field after the game, which is a huge, huge deal. Very big incentive. So if you guys want to go over to the website and check out more details, that link right now is pinned at the top of the chat. It is also pinned at the bottom of the description if you guys want to go check it out. Here's the website if you want to go see more of the details and see, everything that comes with the ticket. The price is right here on your screen, $325. And the way I looked at this price is I looked at how much tickets are in the same section on Ticketmaster, and it's around like $270-ish. And, with the food included and getting onto the field after the game, I tried to make it as reasonable of a price for you guys as possible. And of course, factoring in how much I had to pay for the tickets for the tailgate, how much I had to pay for the Jets per ticket, and getting you guys on the field. So if you guys want to get your tickets, we're sitting in the 228A section of the stadium in the mezzanine section. It's going to be a lot of fun, man. The last few years has been a really, really fun opportunity for all of us to get onto the field after the game and do all that fun stuff. So make sure you guys go through and buy your tickets to Jets Media Day. It's opening day. Jets Steelers, baby. Justin Fields going up against his old team. I don't know if Aaron Rodgers is going to be a Steeler. At this point, it's like, who cares if he's a Steeler, right? But if he is, oh my goodness, that is definitely going to be the game that you want to go to. So Jets Media Day is happening, folks. It is the home opener, all right? Home opener. So make sure you guys go get your tickets. Link in the description. Now, getting deeper into this Jets team in terms of the cap space, you look at what Aaron Glenn and Darren Muji has done, right? Now the Jets have $36.7 million of cap space to work with, okay? And that is massive, a very, very big deal, because now what is the latest with the contract extensions of Garrett Wilson and Sauce Gardner? Now, want to give a big shout out to my boy Connor Long on the Jake Asman show, filling in for Jake on Friday. He had Jeremy Fowler, ESPN insider, on the show Friday, and Jeremy Fowler dropped a bomb on the Jake Asman show hosted by Connor Long, basically saying that the Jets offered Sauce Gardner and Garrett Wilson a contract extension. It's up to them to sign it. So that tells you that there is movement, that there's interest from the Jets side of things. And this is not something that's going to get hashed out right away. And I think that you look at what this Jets team has, they have two players in Garrett Wilson and Sauce Gardner that you need to pay, bro. I mean, you talk about guys that are about the right things. They are about the right. Oh, man, I just need them to be extended already, bro. I just need them to be extended. So I feel like with the new cap space, I think Darren Muji is going to absolutely get the job done with both of these players. And I'm expecting big things for both Garrett Wilson and Sauce Gardner this year. I really am, genuinely. And I feel like if you're a Jets fan and you look at what they're about on and off the field, you got to be able to go and get them. So the massive Jets cap space update is very important to note, because I think that gives the Jets a lot of flexibility. Now, the cool thing about the cap space is it does open up the Jets to make some roster additions beyond extending Sauce, extending Garrett. $36.7 million, again, is the fourth most in the NFL behind the Patriots, Niners, Lions. So they could go out there and sign somebody heading into training camp, or they go into the season with all this cap space. They want to have some flexibility. They want to have some, moves. And I also want to make this note. Something that this Jets regime has done, which I absolutely love, is they're trying their best to bring in players that are about their style of football. They're trying to develop their own stars instead of going after established stars. And what I mean by that is the previous regime with Joe Douglas and Robert Saleh, when they got Aaron Rodgers, they're looking for star talent in free agency. They're looking for star talent in the trade market. And yeah, they drafted some stars. You cannot lie. Garrett Wilson, star talent. Sauce Gardner, star talent, right? But what this regime is doing, especially in year number one, is they're bringing in guys in free agency. They're bringing in guys in the draft. And they're going to give them opportunities to be household names on this football team, right? An example is Tyler Johnson, wide receiver, right? This guy has really no opportunity in the entire NFL. I think the Jets are giving him an opportunity to be a name in this league with the New York Jets with a wide open competition at wide receiver. So I don't think the Jets would now all of a sudden just under $40 million cap space going to be like, yeah, let's go sign this guy for a lot of money. No, I don't think that's going to be the energy. I think the Jets are really, going to go deep within this organization. They are completely overhauling this organization. I don't know if you guys have been keeping up, but the Jets are bringing in brand new player development people. Like, they are firing all the old, like all the people that us Jets fans aren't familiar with, they're getting rid of. And I'm talking about the player development department, the scouting department, the front office. Like, there's so many jobs that goes into a football team that us fans just aren't aware of. We just talk about the front office and the coaching staff and the players and owners. But there's more to that. And the Jets are hiring all new people. And it's about time. It is about time they're doing that. So we'll see. Bring in Amari Cooper already. So this is an interesting conversation I feel like a lot of people are talking about. Now, if the Jets sign Amari Cooper, yeah, sure. Okay, but am I the only one with my right hand up saying no thank you on Amari Cooper? Am I the only one? Again, if the Jets sign him, I'm not going to be mad. I'm not going to be upset. But I'm going to be someone that says right here, signing Amari Cooper is doing the exact opposite of what I've been saying the Jets are doing, which is giving young guys opportunities. This is the season for this Jets team to give young guys opportunities. What is Amari Cooper going to do? He's going to help us go to the playoffs? I mean, he's a wide receiver up there in age that I think is just going to clog the wide receiver room. And I understand the notion of the Jets don't really have a lot of talent on paper, and you want to give Justin Fields every single weapon possible in order to succeed this season. You want Justin Fields to break out. But, I mean, I'd rather give the young guys on this roster an opportunity than go sign Amari Cooper for 1 year that has zero long-term commitment. Zero. There's zero long-term commitment with Amari Cooper. I want players that are young, like Tyler Johnson, like Xavier Gibson, Malachi Corley, Arian Smith, who's been sparkling, just an absolute beast at OTAs. Give them opportunities. And I've been saying this the last few weeks that the NFL, in my opinion, is all about opportunity. And there are so many talented players in this league that was never given the opportunity to show who they are because they were never given the opportunity. And what I mean by that is there's somebody above the depth chart that's older than them, making more money than them, so they never get the chance, and they're just waiting for an injury. I think this football team of the New York Jets, with this fresh coaching staff, they are giving players like Stone Smart, Tyler Johnson, like Mason Taylor, the rookie, is going to get a really big opportunity. There's so many young players on this roster that's going to be given an opportunity. Justin Fields is the perfect example of one, right? And I think clogging this with veterans that don't really make sense, I mean, like this is a perfect example. Amari Cooper to the Baltimore Ravens, that makes more sense because the Baltimore Ravens are built to win a Super Bowl. Like the Jets would have signed Amari Cooper last year when we had Aaron Rodgers and we're finding all these older guys trying to win now. That was the mission with Rodgers. The Jets are not in that same vision. And I don't think Jets fans have realized that yet. And it's okay to have that mindset. It's okay. It's not a negative. It's not a loser's mentality to accept the reality of your football team that this Jets team is not built to go all in and win yet. There's an infrastructure being built here with Aaron Glenn and Aaron Muji. And have you noticed the trend with the acquisitions in free agency with this team? There's no trading for Hassan Reddick. Like there's all the players the Jets are bringing in are young and have not really been given a chance to show who they are in this league. Those are the type of players the Jets are bringing in. Not washed up, injury-prone Amari Cooper. What impact did Cooper have on the Buffalo Bills? When the Bills got him, everyone was like, oh, that's dangerous. Watch out. He did nothing productive on the Buffalo Bills. What makes you think he's going to be productive on the New York Jets? That's how I look at it, man. I am committed to the youth movement of this football team. I'm not going into this year thinking like, oh, come on, man. We got to go out there and prove the world. Let's go. Daniel says, Richie, nice to talk about youth movement until you're 6-11 this year. So you're telling me, Daniel, going after a guy like Amari Cooper is going to help us win 10 games? No, I'm accepting the reality of the football team. I'm accepting what this team is. I'm not ignorant. I'm not blind to the truth of the reality of this team. I'm surrendering to the idea that this football team is building an infrastructure and they're going young. And it's going to take I don't want to say a miracle, but it's going to take a lot to win this year. I'm not blind to that. This is year one of a brand new coaching staff, a brand new system on offense, a brand new system on defense, a brand new quarterback. Like, it's going to take time for this team to click. My prediction for the season is it's going to be a very bumpy road early on. And then I think the Jets are going to start clicking in the second half of the year. Now, I don't know if that's going to be enough to make the playoffs or not. Probably not. But my point is, I'm aware of the status of this team, but that does not take my excitement away. And I hope people realize that. Just because I'm not expecting greatness from this team, just because I'm not expecting playoffs, doesn't mean I'm not excited. I'm very excited to see what Justin Fields looks like with this football team, what Aaron Glenn looks like as a quarterback of this team. Like, I think there's reasons to be optimistic, even though this year I'm not expecting anything great. Last year, we had all unrealistic expectations. Every single one of us. Maybe some of you guys are like, no, I don't see it happening. Good for you. But nobody, like, Everyone was like, oh, AFC East, we can win the division finally. We can do this, that. No, you got to build an infrastructure first. And that's what this Jets team is doing. They're going step by step, brick by brick. They're instilling a different mindset. It's going to take time. It's going to take time, bro. You heard what Justin Fields said about Aaron Glenn, that he is the realest coach he's ever played for? That is different. That is different. Right? And what he meant by that is Aaron Glenn called out this football team last week after practice. That practice is not acceptable. You know what I mean? Lack of energy. All that stuff. Saleh was never doing that. You think Saleh was calling out the team for the lack of effort, lack of energy? No, maybe he was behind closed doors or something, but man, it felt like Saleh after every practice, like, yeah, great job, guys. Yeah, woo, woo. Pom-poms. He's like a cheerleader. Where this guy, Aaron Glenn, if he sees something, he's going to tell us. So that's what it's about. Kane says, I don't see why we don't go after Jaylen Ramsey. Another example of a move that people need to realize the timeline of this football team, man. This does not fit the timeline. This right here does not, of what we're trying to do. Jaylen Ramsey is an old player. You feel me? And I don't think Jaylen Ramsey fits exactly what we're doing. We have Sauce Gardner. We drafted Azareye'h Thomas. Like, this is not... If we had Aaron Rodgers on this team and we were trying to win a Super Bowl this year, yeah, you trade for Jaylen Ramsey, but that's not where we are at as an organization right now. It's not. We need to build the infrastructure. And I know that, like, that's a tough pill to swallow for some fans, and I get it. We're coming from a window of 2 years of, like, aspirations to be on top of the world. Going back to square one. Like, that's fine. I understand that for some fans, that's a lot to comprehend. But you got to accept the reality of this team. I've accepted it, and I don't see it as a negative, man. I think that this team needs a year like this to recalibrate a little bit. They need an opportunity to let Aaron Glenn let his presence be felt. And my expectations for the New York Jets 2025 is, first of all, it's a giant question mark. I have no idea. This team can be one of the worst in the leagues, or they could be a competitive team, or they can just be the shock of the NFL that no one saw coming. We have no idea. We can all predict it. We can pretend that we know what's coming, but we don't. But I think if you're a Jets fan, man, you have to have an open mind to this organization. Everything's different. Everything's new, man. Yeti's in the chat. Hey, everyone. Thanks for streaming, Richie. I appreciate you tuning in, man. I appreciate that. 2025 is all about coaching. About it comes with time. Facts. We have Sauce. Now Sauce has Coach Glenn, Steve Wilkes. He finally has help around him. Absolutely. Hennessy, my boy, says, what are you expecting from Corley? To be honest, bro, I don't know what to expect from Malachi Corley because this regime did not draft him. I don't know the type of offense we're running. I know that we heard from Tanner Engstrand saying that it's going to be a, what were the words? Detailed, aggressive, fast approach of offense. So I don't know how Corley fits into that. It's a wait and see. It is definitely going to be a wait and see to see that. All right. I'm excited for it, though. I'm excited because I think Corley's still got the talent, bro. I think Malachi Corley's got the talent to do whatever it takes to be successful. I really do. I think that if you're Malachi Corley, you have an opportunity to do what is capable of being successful in this league. He's all about the yak. He's all about get the ball in the guy's hands. Get the ball in his hands. And let him do the work. Corley and Smith are bang or bust. I'm really like what I'm seeing from Arian Smith, folks. You talk about somebody that can go out there and shock and be the biggest shock to this entire team. It's Arian Smith. There's a lot of people very impressed with him. Here's Arian Smith on the field practicing, man. Oh, just dropped my water. But he's got a lot of potential, bro. Because I think what Arian Smith brings to this team is something this Jets team has lacked on their offense for a while, which is juice, speed. It's a trait that we don't really know very much about as Jets fans. Like, if this guy can just get the ball in space, watch out. And you see it right here, right? Arian Smith has reportedly been torching DBs at Jets practice and has already put himself in contention for the number 2 wide receiver. Smith has reportedly been open on nearly every single route he's run, and his hands, which were a pre-draft concern, have been as consistent as they've ever been. Smith's sudden acceleration has reportedly been video game-like and has left those attendants in disbelief, even Aaron Glenn. It reportedly appears that Smith will have no problem separating against even the league's best CBs. One source close to the situation even believes Smith is slowly but steadily making his climb to be the number 2 wide receiver behind Garrett Wilson on the depth chart. So I'm not going to go that far. I think this account is stretching it a little bit. But I think that there's legit juice here. I'm not buying into that hype, that level of hype just yet. We got to pump the brakes. We haven't even seen pads on. But the guy's got the juice. You know who he reminds me of? Like a Devontae Smith type of build. Not because his last name is Smith, but he's kind of caught that like lanky, slim, speedy type of build. So I'm telling you right now, man, if he can hit, oh my goodness, this Jets team is going to be very, very benefiting from that. Folks, do me a favor if you did not already. Just simply hit the like button. It does help a lot getting this YouTube video on the YouTube algorithm. So simply just hit the like button, man. Hit that like button on your way into the show. Really does help out the channel more than you know. Okay, more than you know. So smash that like button. Subscribe if you're new. A lot of exciting things. A lot of exciting things going on in Jets land. This draft class could be crazy. It could be, bro. And how about the 2025 class for the Jets? I mean, you look at, there's a chance for each person to make an impact. Like every single pick can have an impact this year. And it's rare that we have that amount of rookies being able to impact the season, right? We have Armand Membu at right tackle that we can expect to be starting right out of the gate. Mason Taylor at tight end, I'm expecting him to start right out of the gate. Azarie Thomas, I think that he's going to be contending for that CB2 spot and has a long-term option for the Jets. Malachi Moore, one of my favorite players in this entire class. Love Malachi Moore. And then the 2 players from Miami, I mean, there's a lot of potential with this class. Not to mention the undrafted free agents. Not to mention them too. Can't forget about the undrafted free agents. Donovan Edwards at running back, Ryan Clark, safety. There's a lot of exciting things going on, bro. And I think that there's so much fun, fresh energy to this organization right now. That's the word for me I like to use is refreshing. I think this team needs, it feels like a cleanse is going on, right? There's a cleanse happening. There's a natural cleanse going on, man. My boy Hennessy Heisen with a super chat. Thank you, Hennessy. Cannot thank you enough for the super chat. If Smith and Corley can step it up, it will open up the offense for the running game, Garrett and the tight ends. They said the OC likes getting everyone involved. Yeah, this offensive coordinator, his role with the Lions was to organize the passing plays. And part of that was, how do we feed every single player on this offense? How does every single player on this offense get the ball? How do they get in rhythm? How do they get an opportunity to make an impact? So I think that experience is going to translate right to the Jets. Right? So I think that that's a no-brainer. And Tanner Engstrand's, how do I put this? He seems very exciting to me. He looks very young and fresh and intelligent. He is looking good. I like what I'm seeing from Mr. Tanner Engstrand early on. It's a long way to go, but I'm liking it. I am liking it. Thank you, Hennessy, for the super chat again, my man. Smith and Corley stretch the field, will open it up for Taylor and Wilson. Facts. If Corley and Smith can be wide receiver 2 and 3, that would be amazing for the future. Yeah, that would be massive, man. I mean, that, and it seems like Xavier Gibson's job is safe, especially from a special team standpoint. If Gibson can take a step in being a legit slot option in this offense, and we have Garrett Wilson, Corley, Smith, Gibson, those are 4 young receivers to build your core around, and then you can add like another type of star somewhere in that mix. That would be massive. Taylor is a breath of fresh air. I like his confidence and love his vision for this offense. Yeah, man. You mean the coach, or are you talking about the tight end? And let's not forget about Taylor, man. Mason Taylor, he's quietly just chilling as the newest Jet. Like, I think when it comes to Mason Taylor, this is someone that has a lot of, how do we say? He just feels like a pro. You know what I mean? He just feels like he knows what to do. He knows what needs to get done. And I think that's rare that players as rookies have that sense of professionalism. And there's a reason why he feels so professional. He is the son of a great football player. Usually when you're a son of a professional athlete, you grow up and you see your dad go to work, and it kind of is in your blood. Right? So I think that professionalism comes from there. I'm excited for it. Make or break year for Ruckert. He's on a contract deal. So, yeah, that is very true. This is his final year under contract with the New York Jets, Jeremy Ruckert. If he wants to be a Jet long-term, he needs to break out, man, and impact this team from every status. And something came out today via, what was that, Pro Football Talk? Look at this. Look at this. The Jets have placed a premium on blocking by receivers, and they have a saying to go along with it. No block, no rock. So what does this mean? What does this mean? Let's check it out. This is what we're talking about, of a brand new culture, brand new identity with Mr. Aaron Glenn. No block, no rock. That's the new saying for Jets receivers under Aaron Glenn. As explained by Rich Communities of ESPN.com, it's part of an emphasis on perimeter blocking. It's one of the keys to turning a great gain into an explosive play. Via Samini, the 2024 Jets produced only 45 runs that went 10 yards or longer. Yikes. Yikes. Sean Jefferson has returned as the Jets receiving coach. However, the receiver's responsibility has changed in the running game. These are the things that maybe I haven't been asked to do, Wilson says, but it's a lot about the culture, right? So I think that the idea of this football team focusing on the trenches, the blocking, opening up your teammates, that is a sense of an identity. Aaron Glenn is telling this team, this is how we do things. This is how we are going to operate. This is my football team, right? This is how we're going to operate. This is my response. Glenn isn't messing around with getting players to buy into his style of football, and I love it. No block, no rock. You want the ball, block first. Like, that's the mindset. Sign me up, man. So, oh boy, I like it. I like it. Can Brees have the best year of his career? If Brees does not have the best year of his career now, then he's simply just not the guy we thought he was going to be. I mean, he's not even cracked 1,000 yards rushing. He was very close 2 years ago, 994, and he had second in the NFL all-purpose yards 2 years ago. But I think even Breece Hall will tell you that he's expecting to do something great. Like, if Breece Hall cannot break out with this type of offensive line and this type of system, like, you know that you talk about number one option in the offense being Garrett Wilson. No. The number one option of his offense is going to be Breece Hall, the run game. Braylon Allen, too, of course. And Isaiah Davis is not going to just be Breece, but there has to be more of an emphasis of running the football, establishing a mindset in the trenches, and I really do think the Jets are going to do that. So, 100%. So, we'll see how it all plays itself out, folks. It's exciting. It's very exciting, man. And I just feel like we have a legit opportunity here as a Jets football team to do what we do best. I want to remind everybody that Fourth and Forever is about to be live in 10 minutes for Fourth and Forever. So if you guys want to come through, we got the Fourth and Forever show live weekdays on Roundtable Sports at 2 p.m. It's me, Dan, and TD talking all things NFL. We do a lot of fun things over there. So make sure you guys go over there and support your boy. And I love having Jets Nation show up and show out in the comments and the live chat. So we're going to wrap it up here. Thank you guys so much for tuning in to another edition of the Jets Media Live Show. Big time shout out to everybody. Don't forget that the Jets Media Day tickets are on sale. If you guys wanted to come through, now is the time to get your tickets. They are available. We're going to the home opener. So if you guys are thinking of going to a Jets game this year, Jets Media Day is an opportunity to have an all-inclusive day, starting with the big-time party at the tailgate, finishing off on the field after it's all wrapped up. So I'm really excited about it, man. Very, very, very excited about that, man. Let's do it. All right, man. Love you guys so much. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Danger Zone, AG's Burner, Boogie B, Hennessy Heisman, Yeti's in the chat, Zach, Dagoda, DJ. Thank you guys so much for tuning in to another edition of the channel, and I'll see you guys on Fourth and Forever. Enjoy the rest of your day, folks.